Characters become iconic thanks in large part to the actors who bring them to life, and it's often hard to imagine anyone else in the role after the fact. But some actors are fired from a role, some leave because of other commitments, and some just don't accept the offer. Here are iconic characters played by almost different actors. Amelia Clark turned down the role of Anastasia Steele in 50 Shades of Grey. After filming several scenes involving on-screen nudity early on, while playing Daenerys Targaryen on Game of Thrones, Clark got sick and tired of being constantly asked about it, which prompted her to turn down the lead role in 2015's 50 Shades of Grey. The actress revealed that she was offered the role of Anastasia Steele in the erotic thriller, but turned it down due to excessive nude scenes. The last time I was naked in front of the camera in Game of Thrones was a long time ago, and yet that's the only question I've ever been asked because I'm a woman, Clark says of turning down the role. And it's annoying as hell, and I'm sick and tired of it because I did it for the character. I didn't do it so some guy could check out my boobs for God's sake, she continued. So that coming up, I was like, I can't. I did a minimal amount and I'm pigeonholed for life, so me saying yes to that, where the entire thing is about sensuality and sex and being naked and all of that stuff. Ultimately, after wrapping up 10 years of filming Game of Thrones, Clark is glad to have avoided something that would have a sequel. I'd like to not do one of those for a minute. Henry Cavill could have played the role of Edward Cullen in Twilight. The Justice League star auditioned to play the eternally teenaged vampire, and was reportedly the favorite of author Stephenie Meyer, who penned the romance books the film franchise was based on. I think the author of the books, when the movie came along, I think I was his first choice, Cavill said in a statement. That's the rumor I heard. He wanted me to play the role, but it wasn't up to him. A very talented actor played it instead. The actor in question was Robert Pattinson, who played Cullen in 5 films from 2008 to 2012. Michael Jackson almost played Spider-Man before Tobey Maguire. Had he had his way, King of Pop Michael Jackson would have been the first live-action Spider-Man in a feature film instead of Tobey Maguire. According to reports as early as 2012, megastar and noted comic book fan Michael Jackson decided in the 90s that he wanted to play Spider-Man in a live-action film. This was confirmed by Stan Lee during promotions for Marvel Studios' first Avengers film, with the legendary Marvel creator revealing that Jackson felt the only way he could convince Marvel to cast him would be to buy the entire company outright. As a result, Jackson took steps to do just that, which would have seen him taking Tobey Maguire's status as the first live-action Spider-Man in a feature film. Jackson was apparently quite serious about purchasing Marvel in his mission to play Spider-Man, a company that at the time was nearing bankruptcy. However, Taj recounts that the negotiations fell through for reasons unknown, even with Michael having support from Stan Lee himself. I remember being with my brothers and him talking about purchasing Marvel. He wanted to do that with Stan Lee. They had been talking and discussing that. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. I think they were shut down from doing that. It's certainly quite the amusing tangent to wonder what Marvel Comics and any future Marvel films would have looked like had Jackson taken ownership in the 90s. Jennifer Lawrence's Twilight audition was rejected immediately. Jennifer Lawrence details missing out on a role in Twilight, and how she was surprisingly rejected immediately without so much as a callback. Jennifer Lawrence recalls being immediately rejected when auditioning for a role in Twilight. The first Twilight movie premiered in 2008, meaning that Lawrence hadn't quite had her breakthrough as an actress at the time she auditioned. Lawrence said, "I auditioned for Twilight and they turned me down immediately. I didn't even get a callback. But my life would have been totally different. I got Hunger Games, I think, like a year later. When you audition when you're a run-of-the-mill actor, you just get 5 pages and they're like, act monkey." When it came out, I was like, hot damn. Despite her rejection from Twilight, Lawrence has managed to maintain an impressive career. Andrew Garfield could have been in the Chronicles of Narnia. If things played out a little differently, Andrew Garfield could have found himself playing royalty. Garfield revealed that he auditioned for the role of Prince Caspian in the 2008 sequel to C.S. Lewis's fantasy adaptation of the Chronicles of Narnia, but lost out to another leading man, Ben Barnes. "I remember I was so desperate," Garfield said. "I auditioned for Prince Caspian in the Chronicles of Narnia, and I thought, this could be it, this could be it." According to Garfield, he was so broken up about not getting cast at the time that he begged his agent to tell him why he was passed over. She eventually just broke under my incessant nagging, and she was like, "It's because they don't think you're handsome enough," the actor said, acknowledging that Barnes is indeed talented and handsome, and admitting, "In retrospect, I'm not unhappy with the decision, and I think he did a beautiful job." Matthew McConaughey could have played Jack in Titanic. Matthew McConaughey was almost king of the world, according to the actor. "It was one of those auditions where I left and thought I'd made it," the Oscar-winning actor shared. "I really enjoyed it, and Kate Winslet loved it. It was a great opportunity, but Cameron liked Leonardo DiCaprio better. To be honest, we'll never give up on the idea that someone other than Leo could play Jack. John Krasinski could have been in Captain America, the First Avenger." Although Chris Evans won hearts as Captain America, Jim Halpert very well could have been donning the red, white, and blue. He was even asked to audition in costume. Although, as soon as a certain Australian walked by in Thor's suit, John Krasinski told a Conan audience, "I went, I'm good. This is stupid. That's okay, I'm not Captain America." Tams in Merchant could have played Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones. While Amelia Clark eventually became the mother of dragons on Game of Thrones, Carnival Row actress Tamsin Merchant was originally cast as Daenerys Targaryen. She even played Daenerys in the first pilot for the series before showrunners D.B. Weiss and David Benioff reconsidered. It's unclear exactly why Merchant was replaced, but as casting director Nina Gold cryptically put it, it was a difficult decision. "It's hard, but ultimately you have to do the right thing," she said. Hugh Jackman almost played James Bond. Hugh Jackman almost joined the elite list of actors to portray 007, but after learning that he would have no say in the script, he let Daniel Craig portray the classic character. In an interview, Wolverine said, "I felt that James Bond scripts had become so unbelievable and crazy, and they needed to be more gritty and real. Because a guy with retractable claws and the ability to heal instantly is believable? Okay, Hugh." Tom Hiddleston almost played Thor. Before Tom Hiddleston was cast to play Loki, the on-again, off-again villain of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he auditioned to be the God of Thunder. You can even watch the footage of his audition, though the part was destined for Chris Hemsworth. Claire Danes could have played the role of Rose Dawson in Titanic. In an interview, Danes revealed that she was supposed to co-star with Leonardo DiCaprio again in Titanic, but that she has zero regrets for turning it down. Danes said that there was intense interest in her for the role of Rose. "But to be honest, I had just done this romantic saga with Leo in Mexico City, where they were going to shoot Titanic and I didn't have it in me." The pair had the same manager at the time, and though Leo decided to go for the role, Danes did not feel ready for it. "But Danes has zero regret," she told. "I was just really clear about it. I wasn't conflicted. I wasn't." Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you like it.